Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Buhh here. They call me that because I weigh about 8 million pounds. What I got for you today is a deck profile on my Harpies. Not exactly current, but yeah. So this one follows the current ban list. The one April 1st goes into effect. So you'll notice there's no Tempest, unfortunately. So I basically, most of the deck core has remained the same, but I've tweaked with a few other options. So here we go. One Ghost Trick Jack Frost. It's just fun. You could, when you get a direct attack, you can special summon him face down. Whatever's attacking goes face down as well. Effect Veiler. 2 Dragunity Dark Spears. These are good because they're my main synchro tool. Because if I have a Chandler and a Dragunity, she becomes a level 7 when there's another dragon, so there's a 10 right there. With anything else, there's 7s. I have potential for 8s. And even if I can't synchro with them, I can use their effect to tribute them and special summon a level 4 lower winged beast from the grave. So he works in many ways. Zephyros. Awesome combo in this deck. Macaque. It's not as big as many had deemed, but it's pretty cute. Also another synchro tool. It could
it's
come
an
out
ultra too.
Yeah.
Your cock's an ultra.
Ultra cock.
Ultra cock.
They can come out as a level 3 or 4. So it's pretty decent in this deck. And that's it for all the non-Harpy creatures. As you can see, obviously, it doesn't follow, besides the theme of Harpy, it doesn't follow any specifically, because some people do Harpy Dragunities, some people do Harpy Dejans. I have a mix of crap. So we have the 3 copies of Harpie Lady I'm choosing to use. Harpie Lady 1, because she just has the best effect out of all the 3 anyways, the other 3. Cyber Harpy, because she's awesome in Ultra. And the original uncensored booby Harpie Lady. 2 queens. I don't really recall anybody who runs 3. 2 seems to be the perfect amount. And she's a decent beat stick when she's out. Mandatory. 3 dancers. You can target her. You can target a wind monster on the field, return it to the hand in normal, another wind monster. And that plays really, really well into this deck. Also mandatory, 3 Chandlers. Her and Hysteric Sign are the heart of this deck. You can throw out a Harpy card from your hand to special summon any Harpy monster in defense, which can usually bring out my 1 pet dragon. That can go for rank 7 plays because she becomes a 7, so that's rank 7 easy, Big Eye, Draco, whatever. A few people run 2 pet dragons. I found it to clog running 2, so I just run the 1. And that's it for monsters. For some reason, it always pans out that I have a heavier back row in this deck, but it works. I unfortunately haven't won a Mid-Crest Championship yet, but I've placed 2nd 4 times, and I've placed 3rd twice. So it's a placer, so that's pretty good. Although we're hoping to win one. Trap or spell lineup: Book of Moon, Mind Control to replace that Snatch Steal. Night Beam, I like it because they can't chain whatever the hell it is, and since most people only use traps that can be chained these days, it's a good one. Obligatory MST, I don't need to run 3 because I have Hunting Grounds. Drag Down into the Grave is a fun card. And Dark Hole. Now let me give you a detailed 15-minute explanation of what Dark Hole does. To destroy all monsters on the field. See, that can come in handy because it's fucking Dark Hole. Every duelist knows what it does. Now, Harpy-related spells. 1 Elegant Egotist. You don't need more than that because
so fucked up.
You're gonna be running 3 Hysteric Signs.
See the faces in it, guys?
Yeah. You're gonna be running 3 Hysteric Signs, so you don't need more than 1 Elegant Egotist because those are always gonna bring it back. 1 Phoenix Formation. It's not really all that useful, but it pops off with a lot of different effects. You can pop Chandler, and in cases with Hysteric Party where you can flood, it's not a bad option to have. The 2 Hunting Grounds to correlate with the 2 Queens. The 2 Hunting Grounds, MST, and Night Beam make for pretty solid back row destruction. I don't really see the need for 3. And finally, you have Hysteric Sign. Mandatory. If there's anything a Harpy deck needs to run efficiently, besides cards, obviously, 3 Hysteric Signs, 3 Chandlers. You play Hysteric Sign, it'll get you an Elegant Egotist either from your deck or grave, which is why you don't need to run more than 1. And when this card is destroyed pretty much in any way, you can add up to 3 Harpy cards with different names at the end phase that the card was destroyed, which comes in for all sorts of bogus play, and it's quite awesome. Trap lineup, it's mostly basic staples. I got a Compulse, Bottomless, Torrential, Fiendish Chain, Breakthrough Skill, Threatening Roar, Vanity's Emptiness, New Edition, I like it. And finally, 2 Hysteric Parties, which are really nice. Discard 1 card, and you can flood the field with Harpies. That's it for main deck. Now, extra deck, I'm missing a few I would like, but you can't have everything, so. For 1, I have Rataraptor Rise Falcon. He can attack all special summon monsters once per turn, and when you detach, they basically gave him 100 points, so he has just enough to basically take out anything. Kind of a dick move. Obligatory Cowboy, really nice game ender. Maze Stroke comes in a lot of handy too. He basically shields himself twice, and then he can also act as a Book of Moon. If you run Harpies, get 2 of these. Lightning Chidori, amazing card. When he's special summoned, I should say, you target a set card your opponent controls, that gets sent to the bottom of the deck, and then you can detach to top deck a face-up card. He has won me many duels, and he seems to be kryptonite against Ghostrix. Use him. Another really good one that not many others can run because it takes 2 level 4 winged beasts is the Ice Beast Xeraphon. Amazing card. Detach. It gains 300 attack points for every other face-up card on the field, and it negates all of your opponent's face-up cards, their effects, which has come in handy a lot of times. Obligatory Phantasmal, he's really there. When he does come in handy, he plays really well. I found out for the newer duels, he works pretty well against Cliffords, however you want to pronounce that. As long as he has Exceed Material, you can't destroy him by battle or card effect, and he could attack directly. It's him and Raptor are 3 rank 4s. I don't generally run many of those because they take a while to pull off, but once they work, and I have nothing that much better to fill the space right now. And for our final rank 4, we have Honor Arc. He's a dick. That is all. I only have 2 rank 7s.
2 of the best rank 7s.
Arguably 2 of the best, Draco and Big Eye. Detach, you get 2 tokens. He can't be destroyed at all while the tokens are out, and you can blow one of them up once per turn to blow something up on your opponent's side of the field. Big Eye, detach, permanently steal one of your opponent's monsters. I gave them rough explanations because if you don't know what these 2 do by now, you should probably stop playing the game. And now for synchros, which aren't too heavy. I run 1 Dragunity Knight Trident. He has worked in a multitude of ways. You need 1 Dragunity Knight, or 1 Dragunity Tuner, and then 1 non-tuner Wing Beast, which is everything else I have almost. But once per turn, you can send up to 3 cards you control to the graveyard, then search through your opponent's extra deck and send to the graveyard the number of cards from their extra deck that you sent from your field. I've comboed this with Hysteric Sign because once it's sent to the graveyard, you can add 3 Harpy cards with different names, so that works really well in more ways than one. When there's been a Fiendish Chain that's just sitting there, or a Hysteric Party after I've exceeded away all the Harpies I bought back with it, Hunting Grounds that you're no longer using, he works really well. Stardust, it's easy to make 8s, and he's pretty decent on flushing out some back row because a lot of people are just trigger happy, so the second you get something out, they'll bottomless or something and without paying any regard. to what the card actually is, right, Twinkles?
Yep.
Crimson Blader, since it's easy to make 8s, this is one of my favorite level 8s. When he destroys a monster by battle, your opponent cannot special summon level 5 or higher, and since most decks revolve around special summoning, he's a really good component. He's really, really, really hurt samurais. When I've had the opportunity, which admittedly wasn't much, to bring him out on mermails, he's done a decent job. Agents, he does in a lot of decks. And finally, level 10 Leo, really surprisingly easy to make. A ginormous freaking beat stick, and he can't be targeted by anything until my main phase 2. So that does in the bottomlesses, that does in a lot of different key cards. And finally, 2 of the most powerful cards that I own. Tokens. You're so cute. And that is my Harpies deck profile. And it's your product placement move.
You don't stand a ghost of a chance, Yugi, because this time I'm—
How many times are you going to use that line?